Hello friend, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be painting Absolute Zero, hero from the Freedom 5 board game. I've been painting this in a little series and I really have taken to the Freedom 5 board game. Clearly it's one of my favorite to play thus far because it does remind me a lot of one of my favorite games, Sentinels of the Multiverse. With that being said, I think Absolute Zero is one of a complex but really punishing characters to play. So you can absorb a lot of damage to deal back a lot of damage to your villains. So today, we're not playing, but we actually will be painting Absolute Zero. And with that being the case, let us go down to the table and go ahead and paint Absolute Zero with Monument Hobbies Pro Acryl Series paints. Here's Absolute Zero priming gray. I'll be using dark blue gray, or gray blue, excuse me. And also I'll be using dark warm gray as well, just to darken the dark blue gray. So, and this is going to be pretty much the under of his uniform. So this sort of the wanted to really just give it sort of that midnight dark, but not to rob from the blue. So I've seen people use black. Black is fine, it's not a problem, but I feel like a dark blue or very heavily dark blue, the warm gray does help keep it dark, but yet does not rob from the color of the blue. So mixing those two, pretty much about 50%, 50-50. Actually, no, not even 50-50. It was more 20-80. So 80% dark blue-gray and 20% dark warm-gray. Here we're just using straight dark blue. Uniform, so you can see the contrast there that I was going with, and I wanted these knee pads and certain pads like these to stand out a little bit. You'll notice later that I will come back and repaint it where it has an accent of the gray. So, but that's because I went back and looked at the source material and see that there was sort of difference in how the kneecap was painted. Here we're doing the shin guards, Achilles guards, I guess, for the Achilles heel there, but and so forth and so on. here I am using this white blue. I'm glad I was able to find it. I didn't know they had actually made this particular color as part of one of their designer series paints. And this really did help me out a lot when I was doing the dry brushing. As you can see, the dry brushing went on thick in little areas, but you know what? I always believe in happy mistakes. It does add to the effect. I struggle with the dry brushing just a little bit. Too thin of the coats, and it started to dry a little bit faster than I wanted to, so it started to flake, but I think I got it at this point. There you have it. Accenting the peaks of this iceberg is pretty cool. Alright, we just got finished painting Absolute Zero, and as you can see, it was a great mini. I loved the sculpt. It wasn't necessarily a hard mini to paint, but what I was doing was I used a lot, basically blues, whites, light blues, just to really give you that cold and punishing effect that the character gives you. But more importantly, I wanted to show the contrast in there. The dry brushing, as you can see, that it was good, but the paint started to dry pretty quickly. But more importantly, I really enjoyed painting the sculpt. I love the way his poses. I love the way that the iceberg, or the ice that he sat on, gave him this kind of like dominant, punishing look to him. So, but more importantly, I really did enjoy it. I hope that you liked the video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, share if you don't mind. And more importantly, here on this channel, like we always say, do what you love what you do, and I hope that you're doing that. So until next time, I will keep painting minis, and I hope that you do too, bringing your board games to life. And we'll be doing this here, right here on this channel on Painting Pieces.